Hi, I'm Sourav Ganguly. I'm 32 years old. I'm a left-hand batsman and a right-arm medium pacer.
Down the track, gives himself room, gets the opportunity to free his arms and strikes the first boundary. He targeted Kyle Mills there, Ganguly. And he's very good at this. I've seen him put some of the best bowlers in world cricket off with their line when he does that. And the reason for that being the timing of the charge is very good. He leaves it till the very last minute. It's amazing how when you hit a couple of boundaries, suddenly you feel that everything starts coming back.
Goes down the pitch again and again gets a boundary. He's struggled against Bond, Ganguly, but he's targeting Kyle Mills, who is slower by almost 10 Ks, which is good thinking, making sure that India not bogged down. Sehwag played a maiden over from Kyle Mills. India cannot really afford to have too many maiden overs at the start of the innings when the power play is on.
Yes, he's definitely just made up his mind that he's going to try and work it around a little bit now. He realises that if he's just bogged down at one end, then things are not going to get any better for the skipper. Such an important player, obviously, Sourav Ganguly. But gee, Sony, what an intense first half hour of this final.
Yes, New Zealand probing, Bond in particular probing. Kyle Mills also bowled a pretty good over to Virender Sehwag, bowling just short of a length. Sehwag doesn't really give the bowlers the rush down the pitch. Ganguly does that very often.
It's a little bit warmer today. High expected of around about 32 degrees. Yesterday was warmer than the previous game we had. 31 degrees yesterday. That's why this track is a little bit harder today. No doubt it's going to turn a bit later on in the game, but pretty good for cricket right now. A bit of pace in it as well. And Bond has been swinging the ball considerably. Not so much from Kyle Mills. That is a nice shot. Daniel Vettori is not the quickest. It's going to be racing away for a boundary, but a very good strike indeed.
Now what an over it's turning out for India. This is the third boundary of the over. Two boundaries have come on the offside when Ganguly has gone down the pitch and carted Mills over the cover fielders. And this one, a regulation half volley on the pads. And he's put it away in style.
3 fours now and he's 18. That'll certainly assist his confidence a great deal. That's all you need, just a couple out of the middle of the bat. Crack. That is a nasty blow on the helmet. He hasn't bowled too many short deliveries to Ganguly, which has probably surprised Ganguly a little bit this morning. But that was a nasty one and just couldn't get out the way. Nasty whack on the helmet. Unsettling.
Oh, never pleasant to get hit on any part of the body, but particularly if you get hit on the head.
It's quite interesting the way that Shane Bond goes about his business at the start. I mentioned that it's warmer today. He has a theory that he just takes as much time as he wants to take when he's bowling, particularly the opening spell. Two reasons: it's hot. Secondly, he feels that at times the one-day game just races past him and he just suddenly gets back to his mark, and has done in the past. Of course, he's had 2 years, I suppose, to think about it when he was out with those back problems. But he takes a lot of time going back to his mark just to get his breath back, and also just to slow the game down to his pace, which admittedly is pretty sharp. And so is that from Sourav Ganguly. Good single take and good support by Virender Sehwag as well. Ends the over. 36 for no loss. Backing away, slicing over the top of the slips cordon. Just worth reflecting on a couple of things in case you missed the team in the nets. Nicely played, good control, no one back. man outside, or one of the men outside the circle, was a deep backward square, not fine leg.
Pressure now on Kyle Mills. He doesn't know where to bowl to Sourav Ganguly. He banged it in short, thinking that Ganguly is going to give him the charge, but Ganguly stayed put, waited for that short ball. That's good batting, good thinking by the Indian captain. Macmillan at deep point. Ganguly is going to play games with Jacob Oram. He's not going to give him the charge every ball. He's out straight away. It's a bit of a soft dismissal. I think he was looking to play the ball up in the air, then he changed his mind at the last moment, and it was almost like catching practice. Pretty similar to the dismissal against Zimbabwe just a couple of days back. And the Indian captain is out. India have lost their first wicket for 72.
Hamish Marshall was the catcher. Half-hearted shot that one, Sourav Ganguly. Just held it back at the last minute. 71 for 2 now.